You can
When
talk
is
about
this actually supposed to start? I don't even know.
8:15.
Okay, that probably would help.
Yeah.
I was just thinking 8, but I was like, that's probably not right.
No, they kind of staggered these ones, which was nice for us.
Yeah.
But no, like just like you could do 8:10.
Okay.
Talk about the teams for 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
When you hit me with that,
is there a way that like you can get specific shot? I can tell you who I want to talk about. Like I can go with like generic what's at stake.
Yeah.
And then I can what's at stake for one team, what's at stake for the other team,
yeah.
then key player for each.
Yeah, that's
Is
cool.
there a way you can get a shot of the key player to go behind it?
Yeah, I don't know who are they on each team?
I can give it to you.
Okay.
39 for white.
Okay.
And 16 for red.
39 for white, 16 for red. They're wearing white today?
Yeah,
okay.
They're going to be in white.
39 for white, 16 for red. Okay, yeah. Okay, like we're gonna go at 8:10. You're gonna want to go up there at 8:05. Like you're gonna be looking for 39 on white.
Yeah.
39 on white and 16 on red. Don't do it right away. Like the first minute, just stay wide, like around 8:10, and then after that, just search for them, because he's gonna like do a key player or something like that. And I mean, you can search for him the whole time. I wish I had a calling system here. I mean, if you can find them, you find them. If not, then it's okay. I mean, it's a lot easier if I had like a wireless headset. I could just tell you guys, call out the shots. Unfortunately, we do not have that at this point.
If you want to watch him for defense and distribution, he's good.
Okay. Perfect.
My school score is going to be that one.
Well, you said the aggressive style is like what really?
We have an attacking style of play, but today we might change it up a little bit due to the way these guys play.
Gotcha.
So normally they're used to us going at them. I mean, in years past, we've had head-to-heads with this team.
Yep.
It's been a back and forth. We've won, they've won. But they have a bunch of new imports on the team. These kids from Africa are new imports for them. But we've gone head-to-head before in years past. In the North versus South, we've actually beaten these guys and they've beaten us.
Okay.
But
You said Kevin Gomez. You said something about him.
he's a good tactician. It depends on any one of these kids could stand up today and be the hero, but we don't. You never know until the game gets going.
Of course, that's how it is. Is there anybody who's had a standout, like really impressive run of games here? Like who's been a little bit better than usual?
He's scoring goals. He's making good passes. He's doing the same. Defensively strong. Defensively strong. What else?
All California today.
Yeah, man. There's a bunch of Cal South teams. There's like 13, I think, Cal South teams. Only 4 NorCal teams left. A lot of NorCal teams got knocked out last round, and I think we had like 13 going to the quarters or something.
Last year, 12 of the 16 regional winners were California teams.
We're in Wisconsin on Wednesday, same exact thing.
Oh, really? Yeah, soccer's come up, man. It's really competitive. Lots of kids playing now.
Yeah.
But I mean, teams like this bringing in guys. I mean, I was talking to Golden State, and they had like 4 Brazilian kids on the team. They can't speak a lick of English. It's just like, what is this? What is this turning into, right?
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to start paying players next?
I coached. I coached similar PA, but my kids are nowhere near the level I mean, it's insane. It's like PA.
All my kids here are all homegrown kids.
Yeah, that's cool.
They've been with me since they're 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. They've been in the club.
Yeah, mine are all definitely all homegrown.
So when people say,
Yeah.
you know, California's a big
Yeah.
place, but I mean, these kids are organic.
Yeah,
We started them this big.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could do that anywhere.
Mm.
But I mean, the thing in terms of do that, these are my same kids for
Yeah.
forever. You know? So you know, LA's turned this thing into feeding frenzy
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Between the academies and these programs and stuff. It's good.
Jeremy? Okay.
Makes it tough, man.
Yep.
But it's all right. We can pull this off. I'll be real happy because, like I said, they have a lot of selected talent on the squad.
Like the fact that, you know, there's something that really goes from winning the region, even though already going to nationals, it's like to win the region is kind of a big deal too. Just to say that you won the region.
It's good just to keep, you know, pushing through. These kids win more than their share, just like these kids. I mean, I think they're in the 80th percentile in terms of their wins at least, and they're probably a little bit higher than us in winning percentages. But it's all good. The level of soccer in the U.S. is coming up. I think in the next 10 years we're going to be consistently contender on a national level for our men's program.
I think already. I mean, the Netherlands Germany game. I mean, those were impressive wins over there.
Right.
I mean, and there's some talent on that.
But just
like
these kids, this new generation coming through, and what's cream of the crop with these generations coming through, I think it's going to be.
But that U20 team, even I was watching that U20 World Cup. They got like Salim, they got Heineman, a couple other guys, Rubio.
The talent. I mean, the tactical talent is
just coming through. Yeah.
You used to see a player here, or a player there, but now across the field, you see kids doing stuff that the pros didn't do 20 years ago, right? You know, strategically in the big picture, we still got room for growth.
Oh yeah.
But these guys are a machine, man. They're well coached and trained, and they have their strategic game is damn good.
I think they were at the Nationals last year.
Yeah.
Because I was in Germantown.
I think they got knocked out in the semis.
Yeah.
But they always put up a good showing, man, every year. I mean, the coach has consistently for a long time.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hey, could you do a test? I just want to see if she can hear you out there because I don't have any comm system.
Gotcha.
Just like talk your normal voice.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4.
Okay. Just you know, if you can find them, you can find them. First couple of minutes after 8:10, I wouldn't worry about it. But after that, just you can if that helps you. Just try your best. It's not life or death, okay? He's gonna open it up for 2 minutes. At 8:12, you can shoot them, okay? Chris, are you gonna start with this team's key player, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was actually planning on doing.
He's gonna start with 39 and then 16. Yeah, and you can. How far in do you think you're gonna go until you're gonna start talking about him?
Probably 90 seconds to 2 minutes ish.
At like 90 seconds. Do that. Like at 8, a little after. And stay on this guy for about a minute. Stay on the other guy for about a minute. Then just go to your wide spot. Okay. Alright, we're all sorted.
Gotcha.
Oh my god. This guy that just came up behind me.
Yeah.
He was the play-by-play for their field over there. They already started it.
Oh, so he just got here and
they
game
had
already
somebody
started?
else cover, but...
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Do you need help with something?
No. You want me to get out of here?
What?
You want me to get out of here?
No, I just... Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. I just didn't know if you were with us or... Some people are like searching for me. Okay. No problem. No, you're good.
You guys gonna put this thing on YouTube?
Yeah, live on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, like you go to like USYS.org or whatever, or USoccer, you find it. Excuse me, referee. What time is your start time? 8:15? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so at 8:10, we're going, okay?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, sorry, they told us this was ours. Yeah. Yeah. And so you know, we've been having an issue. This is our usual graphics computer.
Yeah.
When I have my scoreboard,
Yeah.
this one runs the time on
Okay,
it.
I do need you now. You think you can get me the link for the game? No?
I'm not sure what it is, to be honest.
I think it's on the youth soccer website. It's on the Region
Yeah,
4
like I
website.
would look up like USU Soccer on Google or something, and once you get that website, it will be right on there.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. But you see, there's no time on this.
Okay.
I can change the score, but I can't do it. So just every once in a while, you know, do you have a clock on there?
Yeah, I was gonna have my timer
Yeah.
up anyway, so it's okay.
Okay.
Think about it.
The U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series. We're here in Boise, Idaho, the Far West Region 4, the Simplot Sports Complex. Championship Sunday, this the U17 boys final. South San Jose PAC Indios against Santa Barbara SC White, the four-time previous regional champion. In fact, they're looking for their fourth straight regional title, their fifth overall premier matchup in the U17 group. Chris Lewis on hand. Thanks for tuning in to the beautiful Simplot Sports Complex. 160-plus acres, 20 soccer fields, multiple baseball fields as well, as we have two premier teams from California. South San Jose PAC Indios representing Northern California, while Santa Barbara SC White representing SoCal. Santa Barbara SC White was a Pool C, second place finish. In fact, they won their opener and then came away with draws in their next two matches. Still made it to the knockout stages as a second place team, but them two blowout wins, one against a local team in Boise Nationals, the Liverpool team, won that game by a 5-2 margin, and then against Scottsdale in the semis, a team from Arizona beat them 8-2. So they've really picked it up, looking like the form that they had in the national tournaments. Remember, this is a team in SC Santa Barbara that's been the national champion at their level 2 different times. South San Jose squad, it's a team that's faced Santa Barbara a few times. Typically, Santa Barbara has had the upper hand, but Francisco Lopez and his team thinks that today could be a little different. Let's get to some of the key players for today's game. On the Santa Barbara SC White side, leading goal scorer Sahid Kante. This is a guy who was born in Africa, moved over to the Santa Barbara area, and over the last couple of tournaments, he's been named to the best 11 list. Had 2 goals in the semifinals, 1 in the 20th minute, 1 in the 47th minute. In fact, he has 4 goals in the past 2 games. So he's a standout player for the team in white. The team in red, South San Jose, their main goal scorer is Albert Munante. Aggressive player, talking to Coach Francisco Lopez before the game, really talking about how aggressive the league goal scorer is. In fact, he leads all of U17 on the boys' side in terms of goals. He's also the PK taker, scored on a PK in their game in group play against Liverpool. That was the only loss for South San Jose in the tournament so far. They're 4-1. Santa Barbara hasn't lost, although I mentioned those 2 draws. They are 3-0-2. So 2 California teams set to square off. Should be a fun one to crown a Region 4 champion at the U17 boys level. U17 regional final just minutes away. U.S. Youth Soccer Far West Region 4, brought to you by Torbo Sports Group, Wilson Trophy Company, Capri Sun, Kohl's, Liberty Mutual Insurance, Mango.org, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, Olive Garden, Sports Authority. Action almost underway. What a tournament this has been in Boise. Talking to some of the local people in charge of the youth soccer program, and they were all saying that not only is it good to just see a bunch of soccer being played at the Simplot Sports Complex, but all over the area, businesses are up. You have 238 girls and boys teams from across the 14 state associations that make up the Far West region. Well, we're down to just a handful of teams, with this being Championship Sunday. This the U17 level. Santa Barbara SC White, in terms of regional championships, they've won the last 3. In fact, 4 in their past. They're going for 5. They're in white. South San Jose, they're in the red and black. Both of these teams have, in fact, clinched a spot in the Nationals. Santa Barbara did it by their success in the Youth Soccer National League, and South San Jose by getting to the championship against Santa Barbara. They're going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Nationals are in Tulsa July 21st through the 26th. So despite the fact that a berth in that is not at stake because both teams are going, this rivalry between 2 California teams, a lot of bragging rights at stake, and all these teams want to be crowned regional champions. Santa Barbara, 13 goals in their past 2. They've scored 17 in their 5 games so far in Boise. I've only allowed 6 goals. We are underway, the U17 boys regional final. Idaho, Alaska, Arizona, Northern California and Southern California. The state association splits the state of California up. Colorado, Hawaii, Montana, New Mexico, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Washington, Wyoming. Those are all the state associations represented here in Boise. Santa Barbara has it around the midfield mark with Sahid Kante, the team's leading goal scorer, pushed off the ball, and Santa Barbara will keep possession. There's 4 pools in the U17 group. Santa Barbara was placed in Pool C. Came in second. Win their opener against the team that they beat in the regional final last year, SC Del Sol, a squad from Arizona. That was a 2-0 final. Then the next 2, a couple of draws, so not exactly the strongest we've seen from Santa Barbara over the past few years. The team from Washington, a draw 1-1, WPFC. They needed just a result against Crossfire, Oregon. That game was on Wednesday. In the final game of group play, and they got a result, scored the first goal against Crossfire, Oregon. And towards the end of the game, the squad from Oregon able to knot it up, but with getting a point. SC Santa Barbara was able to walk on to the knockout stage. That's when they really have picked it up. Led by their coach, Rudy Ibarra, manager, Allison Hajduk. Back line for Santa Barbara, a touch by Peter Carbo. Midfielder who scored a goal from the back already in this tournament in Boise. Rising junior, he'll be a junior in high school next year. Possession-oriented team, Santa Barbara. Had success against South San Jose, PAC Indios. Right foot launch by Carbo. Gets it to the attacking third for Santa Barbara. A whistle and a push-off, and that'll be called against Santa Barbara. And Dennis Cole, who had a couple of goals in the semifinal match. The forward. The semifinal game against Scottsdale. 8-2 win by Santa Barbara. In fact, the team was up 3-0 in the first 10 minutes of play. That's Alexander Baisa knocking it up the field. Jesus Lopez on the far side. Fancy footwork, looking to work on Brandon Sanchez, a midfielder. Couple of regional championships already crowned in Boise. In fact, for the first time, an Idaho team escaped regionals by capturing a championship at the U19 level. Nova Nationals. In fact, that's a combined team between the 2 premier club teams in Boise. You have the Boise Nationals and FC Nova. The best players from each of those teams combined to make up Nova Nationals. And on Friday, they captured Idaho's first regional championship. About 5 minutes in, still scoreless. Our first touch by the keeper on Santa Barbara's side. That's Lolo Delgado, the top Tri-Valley League keeper. Edward Delgado, nicknamed Lalo. Expect this one to be relatively low scoring, although Santa Barbara gets it rolling. They're a tough team to stop. They're the regional championship winners at the U16 level, the U15 level, the U14 level, and the U12 level. In fact, last being one of just a handful of 3-time national championship winners. Won it in 2012 and 2013, national champs. Just missed out in the semifinals a year ago. Now here's a chance for South San Jose. They flare it towards the corner. Angel Gilberseño controls, but he's bumped off. Here comes Santa Barbara. Fancy footwork from Francisco Arroyo. Arroyo in last year's regional final scored in the 4th minute. Last year in the regional final, 2-1 win for Santa Barbara. They beat SC Del Sol, team from Arizona. Attacking third, and here's a good possession on the side of Santa Barbara. Sanchez is corralled in the middle of the field. Sanchez lost control for a brief second. The midfielder, who's a rising senior, a verbal commit to Loyola Marymount. Chris Lewis here at the Simplot Sports Complex. We're in Boise, Idaho. Simplot Sports Complex, 161 acres of open fields. And talking to coaches throughout the week, they've been impressed with the complex. Quite often in these club tournaments at the regional level, they play on fields that are sometimes imbalanced. Well, here at the Simplot Sports Complex, they do a fantastic job of taking care of things. Eduardo Buenfil with the slide tackle on the challenge. Sends it out, and it'll be a throw-in for Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara in white. South San Jose in the black and red. The teams. California squads dominate Region 4. Last year, 12 of the 16 regional winners from the state of California. The year before, it was 13. Joel Seguro. Christian Lopez. Back to the near side. Once again, it's Sarugo. Sarugo, quite the athlete back at Cate High School in Santa Barbara. A star in track. A long jump, triple jump champion, also runs 100 meters and the 200 meters. We're about 8 minutes in. Neither team has scored. This being the 8 a.m. local time start, weather or not as much of a factor. You have some championships taking place at the round after this. Throughout the week, it's been 100 degrees. It's been a challenge. Medical staffs here in Boise has been busy. Players have been busy staying hydrated. Record high temperatures in Boise. That one gobbled up. Rodrigo Zavala, starting keeper on the San Jose side. He got his first touch of the ball on that long kick. Going back to the weather. The forecast in Boise starting on Friday had for 14 straight days of 100 degrees or more. That just doesn't happen around here. A record for Boise is 9 days in a row above 100 degrees. Last year, there were just 7 days above 100 all summer. Today's high was supposed to approach near 110. Here's Conte. The right-footed kick deflected off of Christian Avila. Avila in the midfield. Lost it high on the near side. Neither team has really had much of a scoring chance. Possession nearly even. The dominant team at this current U17 group, Santa Barbara SC White, wearing the white. Dancing near the box, a knockdown, but he stays on his feet. Dennis Cole rolls to the middle of the box. Our best chance so far. Brandon Sanchez hits the ground, and the ball is cleared out to safety from San Jose. He stays on his feet. Dennis Cole rolls to the middle of the box.
More than
our
10
best
minutes
chance
in.
And Santa Barbara is starting to get a footing. Remember, 10 minutes into the game on the semifinal round, San Jose, or make that Santa Barbara, was already up 3-0. Dancing is Timothy Hyduk. Hyduk tries to send it in for his team in white, Santa Barbara, but instead it's knocked out to safely Albert Munante, who's South San Jose's best scorer. In the midfield, one touch, Eduardo Buenfil. Buenfil, one of the concerns from Raul Ibarra before the game, said that this game would be physical. South San Jose really enforces a physical style. These are teams that are very familiar with each other in California. San Jose was placed in Pool B. Also did not win their group. Mentioned their loss. It was to the Boise Nationals, Liverpool from Idaho. That was the team that won the group. But they were knocked off by Santa Barbara in the quarterfinal. So how about that if you're the Boise Nationals? You feel good, you win your group, but then your quarterfinal matchup just so happens to be against a team that has made it to Nationals by winning Region 4 5 times in the past 6 years. That was your reward for winning Pool B. Challenge in the midfield, successful for Santa Barbara. Near side tackle by Celso Lagunas. Santa Barbara High School product, lobs it towards the box. Here's a chance for South San Jose. This is Munante, but Munante is pushed off. They're about 13 minutes in. Neither team has scored. Couple of decent chances now from each side, but neither is capitalized. This is Joel Cerugo. Plays in the back, a defender. Mentioned his athletic ability back in high school. Long jump, triple jump, 100-meter, 200-meter. Goes to a prep school in the Los Angeles area. Flare up towards the 18. Santa Barbara can't keep it down. Instead, it'll be San Jose taking over possession. A lot of this game has been spent in the midfield. Each team with brief looks in their attacking thirds. Benjamin Garcia. Number 11 in white, Santa Barbara. The top 238 teams from the 14 states, all here in Boise at the Simplot Sports Complex, where there's 20 soccer fields and they've all been busy. Today's staggered start times make up Championship Sunday. This the U17 boys final. Both of these squads have already clinched spots in the national tournament July 21st in Tulsa, Oklahoma. U.S. Youth National League, Santa Barbara, success in that made them qualify without needing to make the finals of this tournament. Well, South San Jose already has clinched being the representative of Region 4 for the tournament to make it over to Nationals by getting to this point. Neither team wants to make a mistake this early. It's funny because each team was raving about the aggressiveness of the other before the game, and perhaps trying to play against the aggressiveness from the opposing team. Each team a little careful to start. On the far side, a near handball. Instead, Santa Barbara will have possession on the throw-in. Early morning for our friends with the Torbo Sports Group putting this together. Thanks to them, Chris Lewis on hand. Eventually, the challenge won't be just the early morning, it'll be the hot temperatures. And it's supposed to be well above 100 degrees today. Of course, a challenge for the crew, but more of a challenge for the guys on the field having to play in this. And perhaps advantage to the teams that have that stamina. And that's Albert Munante, South San Jose. Coaches say he's a tireless player. So if this game remains a scoreless tie late, expect him to still have those fresh legs. If we stay tied to 15-minute periods, make up our overtime session. And then we go to PKs. Still without a goal. We're still within 20 minutes from the opening kickoff. About 17 minutes in. This will be a throw-in. Well, the attacking third, Kristen Avila, throws it in. To the right of the box, a nice challenge by the defensive side of Santa Barbara. They get it out of harm's way, and let's see if the team in white can clear. An excellent defensive team. They've only allowed 6 goals in the tournament. They scored 17. South San Jose and Santa Barbara representing Northern and Southern California, respectively. These teams have been meeting with the core players from each team remaining intact since they were about 13 years old. On the South San Jose side, these are guys who have been playing together since they were about 6. From one of the rougher parts of San Jose, this is a club that dates back to the 1960s. Right now playing on the defensive end. And a nice pass by Dennis Cole. Flares it. Here's our best scoring chance of the match so far. But it's cleared out to safety by San Jose. They were trying to set up Conta on the near side post. But excellent defense from San Jose to get it away. Kevin Gomez, South San Jose in the back third. Well, that was our best chance. A nice flare from Cole. Got it to Conte. And a U.S. Youth Soccer best 11 player couldn't deposit a goal. He scored 5 so far in the 5 games. Trying to extend a run for Angel Gil-Briseño, but he was cut off the angle. You see the action starting to intensify as we're getting towards the second half of the first half. I guess that would be, what, the second fourth. Conte for Santa Barbara slips and falls. Conte was born in Africa. Had the game-winning goal in the regional final a year ago. Plays blown dead by our official. who's pointing his hand towards the Santa Barbara side. This will be a set piece and in a dangerous spot. Let's see if Santa Barbara can convert this into a golden opportunity. They're going to set up at the top of the 18. The kick will come from Benji Garcia, who scored in the semis in the 82nd minute. That game was well out of reach at that point. To win for Santa Barbara. Look out for Conte. Curving action on the shot. Nobody had a chance to get a head on it for Santa Barbara. And Rodrigo Zavala says, "Give me that." The starting keeper, who will be a senior in high school next year. Coach Lopez talking about Zavala, the keeper for San Jose. Talking about his great reflexes. He's really good at balls above his head. That time he reached his arms up and grabbed one above his head. USU Soccer National Championship Series, the Far West Region 4. Region 1, 2, and 3, East, Midwest, and South respectively. Region 1 currently going on. That'll be ending on Tuesday in West Virginia. Region 2 is the Midwest region, already complete in Missouri. The Chicago Magic won on the U17 side for the boys. Region 3, the South, that's already wrapped up. That was completed in Arkansas. The winners for the U17 boys, FC Dallas. So they'll be in the Nationals in Tulsa, Oklahoma in late July. I can only imagine how hot it'll be in Oklahoma in late July. So this is probably good preparation. Both of these teams will be heading to Nationals. I'm going to guess in Oklahoma the temperature is going to be above 100 degrees. Not a weatherman, but it's a pretty safe assumption. This is Joel Cerugo. Santa Barbara now starting to establish a little bit more command of the game. They haven't scored, but possession's on their side. We're not even a half an hour in. Neither team has scored. Kind of thought this would be a low-scoring physical game, and so far it's lived up to the billing. Our first corner of the match. Looks like it'll be Christian Lopez for Santa Barbara to boot it. He sends it towards the box. High leap towards the 6-yard mark. But no threat for San Jose. It's gobbled up by Rodrigo Zavala. Northern California versus Southern California for the U17 Boys Championship in Region 4. U17 on the ladies' side. La Roca Premier. They're from Utah. And it's another Utah team, and Celtic FC. Dancing in the middle, Joel Cerugo. We've called his name a lot, the Los Angeles native. Top of the box. Trying to send a threatening shot towards Zavala. Deflected out, and this will be another corner. So that was a good challenge. Sets up another nice opportunity, and this time from the near side, Christian Lopez will boot it. Lopez, not only a soccer player, he also plays basketball at Santa Barbara High School. With the left foot on the ground, gets it back. Across the box and a near shot at a goal, but instead it's sent off wide by Conte. So Lopez set it up, and Kate just misses. So a goal kick, but first, a timeout called. So we're about a half an hour in. Santa Barbara and South San Jose playing for the U17 Boys Championship. For Region 4, neither team has scored, but Santa Barbara is starting to establish footing. And now the team's making sure they stay hydrated. That's key. And the weather in Boise, just right now, unbelievable, with 14 straight days in the forecast scheduled for 100 degrees or more. So, listening out there, make sure you stay cool. Hope you're watching this on YouTube somewhere, packed inside an air-conditioned house. If not, go out there and get a popsicle. Do something to stay cool. Well, unfortunately, no popsicles for the guys. They'll have to stick with the water. Pretty exhausted late in the first half. These teams have been playing against each other since they were 13 years old. Matchup here in Idaho. 14 Idaho teams competed during the regionals in Boise. 5 made it to the knockout stage. And then the Nova Nationals, the combined team from SC Nova and the Boise Nationals, they took home the U19 Girls Championship for Region 4, Idaho's first regional championship. The goal kick from Zavuza. Alexander Bayisa boots it with the left foot. It goes out, and here's a chance again from Santa Barbara SC. Rolled it back into the attacking third. Cole trying to approach the ball, instead pushed off. Looking to counter, here comes South San Jose. But instead of mounting a couple of passes together, they just flare it to the far side, and Hajduk will control. Trying to work up to that first goal. Santa Barbara has controlled possession through the last 20 minutes. But San Jose has kept them off. Dennis Cole on the run. He's in the box, leaves it, looking for Lopez. Instead, the team San Jose tries to sweep it out of the dangerous position in their defensive third. Conte thinks that ball was out and last touched by Avila of San Jose. A flag man on the near side says it's San Jose ball. Two touches, but no control. Back to Santa Barbara. Conte. Excellent slide challenge by Buenfil. Eduardo Buenfil. Big playmaker in the midfield for San Jose. That time a challenge. And got it out of the dangerous spot. About 30 yards away. This is Cargbo. Rolls it back, and Santa Barbara will have to mount it again. Joel Cerugo. 6 regional champions, including Santa Barbara SC, are champions from last year on the regional level and looking to defend the title. Here in Region 4, that pass out of reach. Francisco Arroyo tried to track it down. Instead, San Jose, give them credit, playing a lot of defense late first half, but haven't allowed rally. Acosta with some momentum leads for, this is Cole. Cole rolls in the box. Dancing around Sanchez. Make that Lopez tries to roll it across. Lopez has it knocked away by Buenfil. This will be another corner kick as it's out on the near sideline. You get enough chances from the corner, and eventually a breakthrough is likely, especially from a Santa Barbara team that's put up 13 goals in their last 2 matches. Lopez on the loft. Control Cole. And his rip is deflected. Looked like it went out on the side, at least from here. Side will be a throw-in. And that's what the call is. We're about a half an hour in. 2 45-minute halves. 2 teams that are looking for a Region 4 championship. That'd be the 5th in the past 6 years for Santa Barbara. Timothy Hyduke couldn't keep the ball down. It's over the crossbar, and it'll be a goal kick. So really the field has been tilted to the left in favor of Santa Barbara. Really haven't seen much sustain for San Jose in the last 25 minutes. Gonna hear some roaring from the game behind. Of course, 20 fields make up the Simplot Sports Complex, and regional championship games going on many of them. All 20 were in use during the regional tournament, including Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of group play. Thursday was an off day. Friday, Saturday, and today, Sunday, make up the knockout stage. Substitution. And there are re-entries for the youth club level. Not like what you watch on the national stage where once you exit, you can't come back. Sahid Kante exits. And he'll certainly be back, the primary goal scorer for Santa Barbara SC. Santa Barbara saying the ball went out, and it did. Jacob Banuelos was the last to touch it for San Jose. Two-time national champion Santa Barbara SC. Man, this is a team that's pretty much won every time they've taken the field, the regional and national level over the past 3 years. They did lose last year in the national tournament. They were going for a three-peat, which would be one of only 6 teams to ever three-peat at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series. Couldn't get that done, but still, 3 in a 4-year span, that sounds pretty good. As we're approaching 9 o'clock local time, temperatures have already risen over the past hour of real time where this morning, when the teams got here around 7:30, a nice cool, say about 75 degrees. Now it's probably closer to 85, maybe even 90. Temperatures heating up. Action heating up. We're in the late first half. Neither team has scored, but Santa Barbara has had control of possession. But right now, San Jose has it, and they're attacking third. And a turn of the corner. Here comes Alvarez. Lops it to the far side. Ahead by Miranda. Can't keep it down. And Santa Barbara controls far side of the box. On the counter, a big run. Here comes Sanchez. Leaves it in a save. Tony Andoyan left it on the doorstep by Rodriguez. Zavolza was able to save. That was the best opportunity for a goal from either side. Tony Andoyan turned away. Andoyan scored the opening goal of the first game for Santa Barbara. That was way back on Monday. San Jose not happy with that call. Say a little bit too physical. Rudy Ibarra was concerned about the physical play of South San Jose before the game, was wondering how the referees would call it. So far, seems like a pretty fair whistle. Giovanni Acosta in the midfield, a big playmaker for Santa Barbara. They're in white, San Jose in red. Top of the box, touch on the head from Dennis Cole, who scored 2 goals in the semifinal win, 8-2 over Scottsdale. Cole scored in the 8th minute and then put his second goal on the board in the 76th minute. Off the body of Banuelos. That'll stay with Santa Barbara. Both of these teams have sent players to premier college programs, to premier schools, Santa Barbara and San Jose. Have alumni playing professional soccer, international leagues, and the MLS. Top Drawer Soccer ranks as the #1 club team in the nation. #1 in U17. But they haven't scored yet, and they sent a long ball all the way down to Zavala, the goalie. The keeper, with tremendous reflexes, sends it with the right boot. Lobs it towards the attacking third for San Jose, but it's deflected back into their own defensive third. Dennis Cole called for a foul. From U12 to U19. All these teams on hand here in Boise. We're right now watching the U17 regional final. On the boys' side, Santa Barbara. They're looking for their 5th regional championship in the past 6 years. The previous 2-time national champions. South San Jose coming out of Pool B at the U17 Region 4. They second. Won their quarterfinal against the team that reached the final last year in Region 4, SC Del Sol. And then in the semis, DMS Academy from Southern California went down. Towards the broadcast area, that one slid right into the table. Santa Barbara will keep. Gotta look out. Looks like all our production equipment is okay. Maybe I spoke too soon. Friends at Tour Group putting this all together, setting up all this equipment early. The cameras, the lists, giving us all the championship Sunday here in Boise. Jacob Banuelos, but wherever San Jose goes, it draws the attention of two Santa Barbara defenders. Banuelos can't push the defenders off the ball here. Now on a counter, Santa Barbara with some steam. This is Cole. On the run, Cole, top of the box. Rolls it for a waiting Andoyan. Andoyan sends it towards the middle, but it's sweeped out to safety by San Jose. The two best chances for Santa Barbara have come on the counter, and they've had possession most of the way. We're about 5 minutes from halftime. Maybe a little bit more. You have to figure the timeout into things. Neither team has scored. Two-time national champion Santa Barbara. They have the ball. Possession from Sanchez. Leaves it Andoyan, left of the box. Sweeped out. And once again, Santa Barbara will have to reset their attack. A goal on the field that borders this one. We're on field 4 at the Simplot Sports Complex. Field 5 is behind us. And the team wearing blue has just found a way to score. Joel Cerugo on the back 4 for Santa Barbara. Gave up the ball. Santa Barbara still has it on the near side. Pinballs around. Outside of a threatening position for San Jose. Now they work it towards the box. Still onside. We haven't had an offsides call yet. Sanchez. Top of the 18. Sanchez sends it. A near goal. They say a touch from the hand. What's the call? Handball in the box would be a PK, and it looks like we may get one. San Jose watching. Frantic in the box. It was sent there by Sanchez. He was in the mix, and this will definitely be a PK for Santa Barbara. Benjamin Garcia, Benji, to take it. Our chance at our first goal of the match. Almost 40 minutes in. Garcia against Zavala. Garcia, it's saved! Zavala knocks it away with a dive to his left. Incredible. He guessed right. And Garcia is turned away. The bench erupts for South San Jose. Finds a way to keep this thing scoreless. Still not out of it if you're San Jose. Santa Barbara keeps it on their half. Matthew Bautista set to check in on our next dead ball. He's a Santa Barbara forward. But what a save. Write that one down. Towards the 42nd minute. Zavala, an incredible save on a PK. Garcia was turned away. Garcia has 2 goals this tournament. In fact, in the semis, scored in the 82nd minute. Our highlight of the match so far. As a save by the San Jose keeper. Top of the 18, and turning, spinning, and Doyen's shot knocked away. Darwin Garcia. Garcia knocked down his counterpart 14. Baisa across the box. That was threatening. Nobody home, though, for Santa Barbara. Dancing on a tough angle. Has to send it towards the middle. And that might do it for the first half. Indeed it is. So the first half comes to a close. And Santa Barbara SC with a golden chance on a PK. But Rodrigo Zavala knocked it away, the keeper for South San Jose. And through the first 45 minutes, neither team has scored. Santa Barbara and South San Jose scoreless. Welcome back to the Simplot Sports Complex. We're here in Boise, Idaho. Still scoreless here in the U17 Region 4 Championship on the boys' side. South San Jose, nothing. Santa Barbara, SC, nothing. Let's get to some of the highlights of what went on in the first half that was largely controlled by Santa Barbara, SC White. This is a team that was defending national champions going into last year in the national tournament semifinals. You're going to see here a lot of close looks, including this corner attempt. It was sent off the foot of Christian Lopez, harmlessly away by Jose. A header that went wide. That was the team's leading goal scorer, Sahid Conte, who missed on a chance. South San Jose has been put in a position where they've had to defend most of the half, but they've come up big when they've had to. Their back four sweeping it away to the sides, resulting in some throw-ins and a couple of corner kicks. This was off of a corner. Sanchez got it back and tried to send it in, and it was high over the crossbar. Another counterattack that time by Santa Barbara, SC White. That time it was turned away, and an impressive save by Rodrigo Zavala. That was not his best save of the half. We'll get to it. This was off of another Santa Barbara counter. Got it towards the middle of the box, but San Jose's defense was able to recover in time, and then they played pinball before sweeping it away on the far sideline. More chances on this left half of the field, but again, it's almost like a replay. You're seeing the ball being swept out towards the left. Don't know if that's the strategy on the side of Francisco Lopez, a team that usually goes at Santa Barbara. These teams have matched up quite a bit before. Now, this is the best chance to score. A penalty kick from Benjamin Garcia, but what a save by San Jose's Rodrigo Zavala on the side to his left. Again, look at it right there in slow motion. Guess right, served it away, and it kept this game knotted at 0. That was really late in the first half. And San Jose fortunate to still be tied with a team looking for their regional championship in the past 6 years. So Santa Barbara SC White and South San Jose PAC Indios. Neither team has scored. We have an action-packed second half to come. Keep it tuned right here with Turbo Sports Group bringing you the Youth Soccer Region 4 Championships. Back at the Simplot Sports Complex. We're here in Boise, Idaho. More than 160 acres of soccer fields and baseball fields, and it's all been in use. With the Region 4 Championships. Trip to Tulsa, Oklahoma on the line for a bunch of squads. Both of these teams have already wrapped up their spot in the Nationals, now looking to call themselves Region 4 champions. South San Jose, Santa Barbara, SC White, looking for their 5th regional championship in the past 6 years. Seems to switch sides. Santa Barbara wearing the white. South San Jose PAC Indios wearing the red. Chris Lewis on hand. Thanks for tuning in. Championship Sunday. There's been games all week. More than 400 games at the 20 fields that make up the Simplot Sports Complex. Temperatures starting to rise. We're expected to have the temperatures reach well above 100 degrees. Santa Barbara had most of the possession in the first half and had the first opportunity here in the second half, sent it over the head of Anthony Ndoyen, who's one of the forwards for Santa Barbara. In the back, Joel Saruga, one of the team's best athletes at Kate High School. Long jump, triple jump champion, also runs the 100-meter and 200 meters. Roll to the midfield, Brandon Sanchez. Taps it to the near side, trying to set it up from the corner against the double team, a push to the ground, and finally the whistle. That was Miranda for PAC Indios, a little too aggressive, trying to knock it away from Benji Garcia, who missed a pack in the first half. A PK around the 40-minute mark, saved by Rodrigo Zavala, the goalkeeper for San Jose. Well, this is a set piece in a dangerous spot. Looking for our game's first goal. Garcia will boot it. And on the back post, a lot of men in white setup. Rolls towards the back post, just outside the near side post. They actually rule it off, so it would not have counted if the ball went in. Jules Pasco, one who had a touch for Santa Barbara, who got to this championship game by beating Scottsdale Burke, a team from Arizona, in the semifinals. 8-2 was the final. In fact, Santa Barbara's caught their stride after struggling by their standards in group play. They've exploded for 13 goals over their last 2 matches in the knockout round. You can see some of the track skills of Joel Seguro. He had the jump to get over a defender, and then you saw the sprint. 100-meter, 200-meter, and there's another crazy hop from Joel Sarugo. Wow. Didn't really do much to direct the ball, but the triple jump champion, you could see the hops. Santa Barbara's coach, Rudy Ibarra, expected this to be a physical game from the start. San Jose has brought that physicality, but it's been a good job by our referees today, keeping the play under control. San Jose has been in a couple of games that have gotten chippy so far in the tournament. Excellent move by Matthew Bautista to evade defenders, but his cross is knocked away by San Jose. You can see the tactical skills all over Santa Barbara. Position, skilled at handling the ball. The style that Ibarra runs, what we learned from his time in international leagues playing for some of the best clubs. A style that has players playing multiple positions, which means they have to have the skills of multiple positions. Sarugo sent it over the crossbar. But it makes these guys who come up through the system, Santa Barbara SC White, very skilled. In fact, you just take a look at what this group has done. At the U12 level, they were the regional champions. The U14 level, they were the regional champions and national champions. U15 level, same thing, regional and national champions. And then last year, they lost in the national semifinals after being the regional champions. But how about South PAC Indios, giving them all they can handle so far? Neither team has scored. We're about 5 minutes, 20 into this second half of play. 2 45-minute halves. No scoreboard, so time is cut. Lead official. Physical play in the midfield. Arms up in the air by Peter Cargbo, a rising junior in high school. But his hands up, not enough to convince the that there wasn't a foul on the play. So a set piece coming, a free kick for San Jose. This will be Jose Miranda to take it. This is our first set piece for South San Jose PAC Indios, and they're attacking third. Lobs it towards the top of the 18, but nobody home. Dennis Cole trying to track it down for Santa Barbara. Instead, Jesus Mendez puts his head on it for PAC Indios to put it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Santa Barbara. National champions in 2012 and 2013. Top Drawer Soccer says, hey, this is the number 1 team at the club level for U17 in the nation. Dennis Cole, a right-footed boot, back post, nobody there. Off the camera. See Alex Lopez for, or check that, this is Timothy Hyduke for Santa Barbara coming over to the near sideline and getting water dumped on his head. It's been that kind of day in Boise throughout the entire tournament. It's supposed to be well above 100 degrees today. Boise's having record high temperatures. Last year, there were only 7 days above 100 degrees all summer. Well, the forecast has 14 straight days scheduled for 100 degrees or more. That's incredible. The record here in town is 9 straight. There's a chance for San Jose, really not much of a shot behind the right foot of Isat Narabo for South San Jose. It's a team that scored 9 goals, allowed 5 through their previous 5 games in Boise. U17 Boys Championship. Each team has already clinched a spot in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as part of the national tournament that takes place July 21st. Santa Barbara wanted a foul. Instead, it bounces towards the keeper and a leaping catch made by Lalo Delgado. Santa Barbara upset that there's been no fouls. Cerrugo hit the ground. But now here on a counter, here's a chance for Santa Barbara. Bautista sends it wide. Matthew Bautista from Santa Barbara High School has already tallied 1 goal so far in the regional championship tournament. You can see the teams and the players, the exhausted nature of these guys starting to ramp up, trying to survive and thrive in 100-degree temperatures. And this is early in the morning. It's not even 9:30 local time. The thing about Boise is that it is really on the edge of the mountain time zone. In fact, there's places that are directly south of Boise that are in the western time zone. So it means that Boise gets a lot of daylight. Flare towards the box, a header. It's over the crossbar. Boy, that set piece started from around the midfield mark. Barbara escaped the chance by Jesus Lopez of South San Jose. PAC Indios got his head up there and nearly directed it in. More than 10 minutes into half. And PAC Indios starting to put their foot in this morning's match. First half controlled mostly by Santa Barbara. Push off by Santa Barbara SC. Ball goes to South San Jose. led by Francisco Lopez, who led the team to a Fall Premier 1 championship. Club from the tough parts of San Jose have made it out to Boise. Talking to some of the officials with South San Jose PAC Indios, they really talk about the kids, how everything they do in the program, it's not a program that's loaded with money. It's not a program that really has the opportunity to take kids from outside of the San Jose area. This is a club that really primarily focuses on the guys who grew up in San Jose. Most of this team has been together since they were 5 and 6 years old. Wayne Phil being pushed, being challenged, keeps possession, crosses, dangerous, but it's knocked out by the defensive prowess Santa Barbara SC White. Another roll and a goal! South San Jose strikes first. "12 minutes into the second half. And it's a goal by Albert Munante, the aggressive forward, his 7th of the regional tournament. It is 1-0 South San Jose PAC Indios. Munante is the leader in U17 in goals. His high school coach says the bigger the moment, the better he gets. Doesn't get much bigger than the regional championship here in Boise, and he gets it by Lalo Delgado. In the 58th minute, Albert Munante, Mount Pleasant High School all-league performer, gets it done, and now a tackle in the back by Munante. 10th goal of the tournament for South San Jose. Santa Barbara, for the first time, trailing in the tournament. We might have a booking here. Indeed the case, they give a yellow card to the player who just scored, the guy out of Mount Pleasant High School, Albert Munante. Beautiful setup. South built that one up. They've really been the aggressor in the second half. Plenty of time, though, for to get a tally. After scoring 13 goals in their past 4 halves, they were scoreless in the first half today. Still without a goal in the second, but here they come. This is Arroyo. Finds the traffic towards the top of the box. Back to Santa Barbara. Fancy footwork. Top of the box and a leaping serve by Zavala. Boy, he is incredible. That's already his 4th save. That's a push off on San Jose. Possession stays with Santa Barbara. Zavala, the leaping save, that is exactly his strength. Ball's above his head, but that time he can't stop it. It's a goal for Santa Barbara, and we're tied at 1. Timothy Hyduke, who specializes in balls in the air, that time kept it down and kept it over the head of Rodrigo Zavala. In the 61st minute, the answer from Timothy Hyduke, who's a commit to Westmont College in Santa Barbara. His second goal of the tournament. If Coach Dave Wolf of Westmont College is watching, I'm sure he's smiling. He'll be a freshman year at Westmont College, and now Santa Barbara, or make that San Jose, upset. There's a red card. Oh, now they're losing a little bit of composure here, as Jesus Lopez looks like he's the one who's visibly upset. The red card is against him. Eric Contreras, or check that, Albert Munate on the side of San Jose. He's also complaining to the officials. There's definitely at least one red card. Munate is still complaining. I don't know if he got a red card. Now, this is one of the things that Coach Raul Ibarra of Santa Barbara was mentioning before the game, that San Jose is a team that can be physical, and if the referees have a certain amount of calls go against them, that they start to get a little bit out of control. Now, Munate has taken off his jersey. I think he might be done. He's definitely one of the players with a red card. Now, I don't know anybody else for certain who's gotten a red card. You have to keep in mind, when you get a red card here at this level, you're out. You don't have a replacement. You have to play with 10. And in this heat, trying to play with 10, that's a tough challenge. Well, the officials playing a factor. Can't tell from here whether the call they made was the correct one. I do know that one guy who was not happy with it was Albert Munate, who's the team's leading scorer, San Jose PAC Indios. They only see 9 on the field for South San Jose, which would mean there was 2 red cards. Try to get confirmation on exactly what just went down. Yeah, I only count. Do count 9, which means there's 1 red card. Other positions add up to 10, with the include the goalie. So a red card on the team's best scorer, Albert Munate, who scored in the 58th minute. We're tied at 1. But, boy, already fireworks in the second half. 2 goals and a red card. We're almost 20 minutes into the second half. Going to get all that sorted out. Whatever they decided on, Albert Munate was not happy about it. Let's see if San Jose can respond. Can't keep it down. This one sails well over the crossbar. Kevin Gomez gave it a rip from outside the 18. It'll be a goal kick for Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara in the back third. Serves it towards the top of the box side. A run Acosta near side, but he gets it knocked away. So confirmation on the ejection of the red card from the forward Albert Munate. So he is done. And for the rest of the game, South San Jose is going to have to play a man down. The two U19 champions were crowned in the prior 2 days. U19 girls side, a team from Idaho, Nova Nationals. Cross towards the box, cleared out to safety, South San Jose. Then on the men's side, it was the Scottsdale Blackhawks who knocked off Santa Barbara on the U19 level. And they were the defending regional champion. Raul Ibarra also involved in that team. So one championship disappointment for Santa Barbara. This one, they're tied at 1. More than 65 minutes in. Jesus Lopez will be the one to throw it in. South San Jose playing a man down after Albert Munate was given a red card. And that's one key loss for South San Jose, the team's leading goal scorer. So if he circled one guy, we highlighted one guy at the top of the broadcast, and that was the player, Albert Munante. He scored his 7th goal of the regional tournament. That was in the 58th minute. Then just 3 minutes later, on a header, Timothy Hyduke knotted it at 1. Santa Barbara has a player down. That's Brandon Sanchez. Anytime there's a player down, it's the opportunity for some of the players to come to the near side and get some water. Sanchez, a midfielder, could also play the forward. He'll be a senior in high school next year at Santa Barbara High School, where he was an all-city performer. He'll try to a timeout called. Sanchez looks like he's okay. He's scored 3 goals so far this tournament, including 2 in the semi. Santa Barbara blew out Scottsdale 8-2. Well, step aside from the action. Tied at 1, Santa Barbara and South San Jose. Action at the Simplot Sports Complex. We're here in Boise. And there's 20 fields, 161 acres of open grass. U17 Boys Championship Region 4 Final. Santa Barbara, SC White, South San Jose, PAC Indios, tied at 1. South San Jose got on the board 58th minute. Albert Munante deposited his 7th goal of the regional tournament. Then just 3 minutes later, Santa Barbara SC White's Timothy Hyduke scored and knotted it 1 on a header. And then right after that goal, fireworks, including an ejection, a red card. Albert Munante was taken out of this game on field conduct, the reason. that Munante has been removed from the game, so San Jose playing a man down, but that's not stopping them from attacking. Christian Lopez, top of the box, but he has it knocked towards the midfield, and San Jose will have to reset. They wear the red. South San Jose PAC Indios. Santa Barbara SC White wearing the white. As for the time, we're about 27 minutes into the second half. 2 45-minute halves, then 2 15-minute overtime periods if we're still tied. And we'll play complete 15-minute periods. It's not a golden goal. And then, if we're still tied, bring on the PKs. We've already had a PK in this game, and it was turned away. Benjamin Garcia in the first half around the 42-minute mark. Rodrigo Zavala, the keeper for South San Jose, said no way. Turned it away by a dive to the left. With the action heating up, the temperature heats up, and the tempers kind of heated up about 10 minutes ago when the goal was scored by Hajduk, and the red card was given to Albert Munante. South San Jose PAC Indios, they're 4-1 in the tournament with no draws. Santa Barbara SC White, they're 3-0-2. They had 2 draws in group play. Did just enough to get out of it as the second seed, and then have pounded their way to the final by ripping Liverpool 5-2 and pounding Scottsdale 8-2. This is a team that's a 2-time defending champion in Santa Barbara, 2-time defending national champion. They're a 4-time defending regional champion. They're in a battle. Fancy footwork, Eduardo Buenfil tiptoeing the far sideline, but he did go out, but it was deflected first from Santa Barbara SC White. Almost 9:45 local time. Championship Sunday at the Simplot Sports Complex. 7 championship games today on the men's and ladies' side. Starting at the U12 level all the way up to U18. The U19 championship games already complete. Couple of nice opportunities for San Jose. One by Miranda, and it was knocked away by the keeper, Lalo Delgado. A man down, but the spirit is still up for South San Jose. They're getting chances. Coaches on each side really picking up their intensity. I guess it's easy for the coaches to do. They're not the ones running around right now in this 100-degree heat. Have to give these young guys credit for having the physical conditioning to withstand the heat. It's only going to get hotter, and there's more championship games to follow. This round of games taking place in Boise. But I guess you got to get used to the heat, especially when the national championships are in late July in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Really doesn't get much hotter than that. Dennis Cole for Santa Barbara in white got a touch high. In fact, it's a handball. Dennis Cole scored a couple of goals in the semis. Really, everybody who tried to score a goal scored a goal for Santa Barbara in the semis. They scored 8. A couple of players with a couple of goals, and then a host of players with 1. Right-footed boot, a launch down the field by Jesus Menendez. It's in a spot that the keeper has to control. Lalo Delgado easily does it. And then sidewinds a throw to the far side. A slice to the team's leading scorer, Conte. Conte dances. He draws a double. Charging Sanchez, and the play is wide. Conte and Sanchez are the two-headed monster of an attack for Santa Barbara SC White. Sanchez scored twice in the semis. Conte scored twice in the semis. You have Conte and Cole right now, the Santa Barbara forwards. On the 4-4-2 set, run by Raul Ibarra. Meanwhile, South San Jose PAC Indios, who has to make do with only 10 in the field. Red card removed Albert Munante from the game. He scored in the 58th minute. Timothy Hyduke scored in the 61st minute for. So those are 2 goals in the match. About 15 minutes to go in this half of play. The next goal will be the crucial goal. Push off in the midfield by Joel Sarugo. Give it back to South San Jose PAC Indios. Out of Pool B, led by Francisco Lopez. Free kick. Alexander Boise. A long ball. Gets towards the box. Hyduke, the tallest player on the side for Santa Barbara, heads it down. The whistle outside the 18. And it's a Santa Barbara foul. This might be a booking. Yellow card issued to Dennis Cole. So here's a chance to break the tie. Set piece opportunity. 2 players around the ball. Sanchez or Chetat Miranda to the right. And Wainfield to the left. And then a host of players standing at the 18. Looks like it'll be Sanchez to kick it. Off the left foot of Sanchez. It's controlled down. Manuelos deflected out to Boise. Serves it long distance and a diving save by Delgado. Found a crease. A path to Delgado and made the keeper work. Blazing hot temperatures in Boise. We're about 12 minutes away from the conclusion of half 2. Tied at 1. And in this hot temperature, we have San Jose who's playing a man down. And might cost them here with Hyduke on a cross. It's served out of danger by Jesus Mendez, but it'll set up a corner kick on the side of Santa Barbara. Brandon Sanchez will approach the far corner. And a big spot. Couple of players to look out for. Conte, who's the team's leading scorer. Hajduk, who scored already and is the tallest player. They try to get it to Hajduk. He gets a touch on it, but not enough to direct it towards danger. And the loft goes towards the midfield, out of play on the far sideline. Timothy Hajduk is a commit to Westmont College. He was his high school's league MVP at Dos Pueblos. He is staying very close to home. He's really been around people of the Westmont College community his entire high school life. So the adjustment process probably won't take too long. He'll be a freshman next year. Again, he scored the goal for Santa Barbara SC White. Did it in the 61st minute. Did it one. Pretty much all the action has been in the second half, aside from the PK save in half one. Dennis Cole, who has a yellow card, can't pass it to his teammate Sanchez. A bad ball there. South San Jose says, yes, please, I'll take it. Need every break they can get. A man down. About 10 minutes away from the conclusion of half two. Will any team break through and this 1-1 tie and escape as Region 4 champions? At the U17 level, already in Region 3, U17 boys FC Dallas captured the crown. In Region 2, which is the Midwest region in Missouri, give it up to the Chicago Magic. Here are the U17 boys champions. Near the corner, did the ball go out? Yes, it did. If it went out on the baseline, it would be a corner. If it went out on the side, it'd be a throw. It was close to being either. We'll see what the ruling is. Region 1 is the East region, West Virginia. Right now, that's currently in the group stage. That'll be concluded on Tuesday. They actually say it was a throw in, and they said it was last touched by San Jose, which means Santa Barbara will work the length of the field. Santa Barbara in white, San Jose in red. A long run by the track star, Dennis Cole. Cole sends it out. Was it touched by San Jose? Each team says that they weren't the last to touch it. The head official says San Jose was the last to touch it. That means it's a corner. No, now they reverse the ruling. So that means it's a goal kick. Much better result for the team in red. The East region has West Virginia. Pennsylvania is just like California in the fact that it's split up. East side and the west side. California's north and south. Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Connecticut, Delaware. New York is also split up into East and West. Rhode Island, Utah, and Virginia make up the East region. We're in the far west here, including Idaho, the hosts, Arizona, California split up into North and South, Colorado, Hawaii, Montana, New Mexico, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. Ball batted around the midfield area. San Jose will get the free kick. There is a Hawaii team that has made it to the regional championship game. That's in the U14 girls level, team called Rush. They're against Legends FC, against a Southern California team. Really, California takes control of Region 4. Last year, 12 of the 16 regional champions were from California. The year before, 13. And you look across the regional championships here this year, 2015, filled with California teams, including both of these. South San Jose PAC Indios from Northern Cal. Southern Cal represented by Santa Barbara SC White. They're the team in white. Rodrigo Zavala, the keeper, out of his line to leap and catch. About 6 minutes left to go in the second half. Nothing doing in terms of ways to break the tie, especially in the last 5 minutes. Neither team has gotten a golden chance. First half was scoreless. Albert Munante broke the scoreless tie in the 58th minute. He's on the San Jose side, but now he's gone. He got a red card in the 62nd minute. For 61st minute, it was a goal by Timothy Hyduke of Santa Barbara. That tied it up. Garcia played off the ball. Nice job defensively by Neil Aoun. That was out on Santa Barbara. Boy, look at the guys on the field. They just look exhausted. Slow jogs, conserving energy every chance they get. Guess what you want to do after playing 90 minutes is play 2 more 15-minute sessions. That might be what we have on the agenda, because right now the defenses are coming to play late in the second half. We're only about 4 minutes away from the officials blowing the whistle, signaling the end of the second half. The James P. McGuire Cup at stake at the national level. Both of these teams will be at the national tournament, but only one could say they're Region 4 champions. See the heat starting to play a factor. A lot more pushing, a lot more shoving. Teams trying to get the edge. When the temperatures rise, the tempers start to rise as well. Hyduke. The knee brace on his right knee, the Westmont College commit. He'll be a freshman there to start of next year. He scored the goal for Santa Barbara, 61st minute. Francisco Arroyo. You can only imagine the emotional lift if a team can score here late second half. That was a near dangerous turnover on Santa Barbara, but they get it back. Santa Barbara in white. South San Jose PAC Indios, they wear the red. Dennis Cole tried to get it towards the box, but good defensive positioning for the team that is sort of forced to play a defensive style. A man down. Conte on the near side. Finds Lagunes. Lobs it towards the back post. His teammate Pasco was there, but the pass off the mark. Santa Barbara looks like they're taking the approach. It's either worse their possession, every guy in the back four getting a touch. Hyduke. Header specialist to send it into the box for the header. Actually, that wasn't Hyduke. Hyduke was in the box waiting for the header, but the ball never did get to him, and it's cleared out to safety. And this is kind of what you see at a hockey game on a power play. where you have one team who's constantly with the attacking opportunity. As soon as the team that's a man down get it, they clear it back out to safety, except there's no icing here in soccer. Dennis Cole is bumped off. It'll be a corner kick, and this might be the last best chance for Santa Barbara SC. Again, if we're still scoreless as we're approaching the 45-minute mark, and that means we go to 2 15-minute sessions. If we're still tied after that, the Region 4 U17 Boys Championship will be decided on PKs. Corner kick right into the waiting head of the San Jose defender, Jesus Mendez. Another cross. Hajduk is there. Sends it over the crossbar. Near side post, Timothy Hajduk, who's already scored. Look for number 2. Now that Santa Barbara gives up the ball to San Jose, let's see if PAC Indios will be patient and just pass it around and try to hear that whistle and start the extra sessions. I'm thinking the team that's down a player at this point, hoping for PKs, makes it a little bit more even in the PK shootout. This is Buenfil. Buenfil crosses off the line, and a difficult job by Delgado, but he made it. That was certainly dangerous. Santa Barbara not happy, but let's see if they can counter. Hajduk, nice move. Martinez leads it Arroyo. Back to Hajduk, stumbles at the top of the box. Any minute now, we can hear the referee blow the whistle for the end of the second 45. Santa Barbara SC White, 3 years in a row have won the regionals. 4 times in the past 5 years have won the regionals. Looking to do it again. Here's Hajduk. Here's a goal. Timothy Hajduk right before the final whistle. SC Santa Barbara closing in on another regional champion. Dave Wolf of Westmont College grinning ear to ear for his commit. Timothy Hajduk breaks the 1-1 tie. More than minutes in. His second goal of the match. Also scored in the 61st minute. They set it up for the tallest player, and now a little bit of confrontation on the far side. San Jose now in a position where they have to battle. They have to rally a man down and score quickly. How about Santa Barbara? Right place, right time for Hajduk. They waited until the very end for the go-ahead goal. South San Jose, PAC Indios, squared up against Santa Barbara SC White a number of times, and usually it's Santa Barbara SC White victorious. I have to imagine this ranks up there, if the score holds, as one of the more heartbreaking losses. California South leading California North. Couple of subs made. Dennis Cole comes out. A defensive move made by Raul Ibarra. This will be perhaps the last best South San Jose chance. Alexander Baisa will kick the long ball towards the box where a number of his teammates are set up. We're well over the 90-minute mark, but keep in mind, there was a red card, which caused the delay in play. Now 3 goals, which each caused their delay in play. There was also a timeout. So all those add up to some extra time being put on. There's no clock. There's no scoreboard that we can see. The officials are keeping the time. And right now, a couple of substitutions also adding on to the extra time. On the San Jose side, they're making sure referees know, hey, got to add on the time here. Now on the Santa Barbara side, they want to make sure that they have everybody lined up after the substitutions were just made. Baisa will kick from around the midfield mark. A bunch of players at the top of the 18. Battling for a position. South San Jose needs a goal. They're down 2-1. Here's a kick from Baisa. A lot of loft to the near side. Goalie off the mark. The keeper, Delgado, knocks it out of bounds. Actually, they say he never touched it, which means it's a goal kick. And that also means Santa Barbara now has the lead and the ball and has this game under their control. Can't imagine there's much time. PAC has well above 90 minutes being played in this half. That's it! The dynasty continues for SC White for the 4th straight time. They're Region 4 champions. Fifth time in the past 6 years, Region 4 is crowned with Santa Barbara SC. Tough way to lose it if you're South San Jose PAC Indios, but they also head on to the national tournament in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2-1 the final, and at the end, on my count, around the 90th minute, Timothy Hyduke scored the game winner. Both goals for in the 61st minute and the 90th minute. South San Jose, Albert Munate scored in the 58th minute. That was actually the first goal of the match. He was then tossed from the game. He got a red card. So after that, it was a man down for South San Jose PAC Indios, and they gave it a valiant try. And Santa Barbara at the very end gets the go-ahead clincher. And that wraps up our coverage from the U17 Boys Region 4 Championship. Santa Barbara SC White for the 4th straight time capture the championship crown. Chris Lewis signing off from the Zimplot Sports Complex. More coverage to come of championship action up next.